We can't have you stockpiling all these tickets, deciding where everyone gets to sit. I really need you to release some of these tables.
Well, you know my motto, Ed. You scratch my back, I won't lacerate yours.
I have integrity, sir. I'm not going to cut a deal.
I've seen your work, Ed. Let's not kid ourselves. This is the part where you leave.
What on earth happened, Frank? You know I was supposed to sit next to Conan.
Well, it's for the greater good, Valerie.
Greater good? Please don't tell me it has anything to do with North Korea, same-sex marriage, cabinet appointment. I'm not done, Frank.
Oh, all right, go ahead.
Taxes, gun control, the Middle East, cyber warfare, the fiscal cliff, pipelines, education, Social Security, Iraq, Afghanistan.
Look, Valerie, it is not going to happen.
Well, then I'm curious. If not me, then who?
He's the one that got fired from The Tonight Show, right?
Yes, and then he moved over to TBS.
Is that a real network?
No, but neither is NBC.
Look, can't we do better than Conan? Like Jimmy Kimmel?
We're trying to rebrand, appeal to the youngsters.
Look, I'm sorry, but Conan is the best we can do.
Fine, as long as you don't put Pelosi at our table.
She keeps trying to friend me on Facebook.
Congressman, we don't focus on the masses. We focus exclusively on an elite audience. That said, we'd like Kim Kardashian at our table.
Then I need Mike to start wearing pants to the White House briefings.
I refuse to wear pants until the president gives us more access.
Just do as I say and Political gets a Kardashian. Oh, and Mike, what is your home address?
Why do you ask?
Well, to send you the tickets, of course.
Send him to the office.
Nobody knows where he lives, Congressman. We mail his paychecks to a P.O. box.
Oh, Mike, there's no reason to be nervous.
What's your home address?
Is Valerie bad-mouthing me to the president?
Reply hazy.
Is she out for revenge?
Ask again later.
Look, I need you
Look,
to...
Frank.
You want to talk about immigration? We can talk about immigration. We can talk about the budget. I'll even talk to you about Jay-Z and Beyonce in Cuba.
But there are two things I don't talk about.
Covert operations and Valerie's magical powers.
Stinny is my best friend.
So what's the problem? You two play basketball every Tuesday.
Nerf ball, Frank. Nerf ball.
But we don't want the rest of the world to know that.
Well, Stenny, I'm willing to break you two up if you can get me tickets to a Ravens game.
Are you kidding me? I'm all out, Frank. How do you think I got elected whip?
How about Taylor Swift at the Verizon Center, backstage pass?
Oh, now you're hitting me where I live. Thank you, gentlemen. You are the coolest whips in town. You better believe it.
And you have to introduce me to Ted Sarandis at the dinner. I can't get my f***ing Netflix to work.
I have 3 sources at the West Wing saying Valerie is on the warpath.
You might think that. I couldn't possibly comment.
Is it true you've been hoarding tickets to the dinner?
Where are you getting that?
Ed Henry.
Oh, you mean Mr. Ed Tegrity. Oh, I've got to go. That's Jeff Zucker on the other line.
How about this? You tweet it and I'll retweet it.
All right.
Done. I thought you wanted the immigration bill to pass, though.
Well, I did, but that stingy whore wouldn't give me my Ravens tickets.
Gotta go. Refill?
To the top. Ben, this is so much cooler than the correspondence dinner.
Dude, a colonoscopy would be cooler than that dinner.
You can't run for mayor again, Mike. That'll put Anthony Weiner in a pickle, and then he'll tweet that pickle.
Well, what do you suggest?
Well, president of the Correspondents Association.
Doesn't that position only last for a year?
Well, since when have term limits ever stopped you? And you should know, Mike, Ed drinks big gulps.
Ed Henry, Kevin. I want him out.
I'll make some calls.
Is that Frank on the phone? Let me talk to him.
Frank, it's Charlie Rose. Tell me this, why did you cancel last week?
Margaret Thatcher died. I was in mourning.
Okay, how about next week?
Well, I'm already booked on the Today Show, but Doug will be in touch.
Okay, if I play ball, will you at least get Bloomberg off my back?
Only if you give me your absolute, unquestioning loyalty.
That's a pretty big ask.
42 seconds during the dinner to say whatever I want.
Take 45.
Washington and Hollywood. Some new faces, some old faces, some new faces on old faces. And I do sympathize, Conan, and not just for that backstabbing Leno, but having to host. It must be so hard to write jokes about a town that already is one. Democrats, Republicans, the White House, Congress, you all came together to make this spoof. That's what real bipartisanship looks like. I may lie, cheat, and intimidate to get what I want, but at least I get the job done. So I hope some of you were taking notes. Well, have a wonderful evening, and I'll see all of you at the Bloomberg Vanity Fair party. That is, those of you who got an invite. Oh, and Mr. President, welcome to Nerd Prom.